The simplest thing in the world, a short story.
Alright, let's try to go at it in a different way entirely. Don't start with an abstraction. Start with something definite, anything. Think of something simple, obvious, and bad. So bad that you won't care one way or the other. Say the first thing you can think of. For instance, a story about a middle-aged millionaire who tries to seduce a poor young working girl. That's good. That's very good. Now go on with it. Quick. Don't think. Go on with it. Well, he's a man of about 50. He's made a fortune unscrupulously because he's ruthless. She's only 22 and very beautiful and very sweet, and she works in the 5 and 10. Yes, in the 5 and 10. And he owns it. That's what he is, a big tycoon who owns a whole slew of 5 and 10s.
This is good.
One day, he comes to this particular store and he sees this girl and he falls in love with her. Why would he fall in love with her? Well, he is lonely. He's very terribly lonely. He hasn't got a friend in the world. People don't like him. People never like a man who's made a success of himself. Also, he's ruthless. You can't make a success of yourself unless you hold on to your own goal and drop everything else. When you have a great devotion to a goal, people call you ruthless. And when you work harder than anyone else, when you work like a freight engine while others take it easy, and so you beat them at it, people call you unscrupulous. That's human also. You don't work like that just to make money. It's something else. It's a great driving energy. A creative energy? No, it's the principle of creation itself. It's what makes everything in the world. Dams and skyscrapers and transatlantic cables. Everything we've got. It comes from men like that. When he started the shipyards, oh, he's a 5 and 10 tycoon. No, he isn't. To hell with the 5 and 10. When he started the shipyards that he made his fortune from, there was nothing there but a few shacks and a lot of clamshells. He made a town. He made a harbor. He gave jobs to hundreds of people. They'd still be digging for clams if he hadn't come along. And now they hate him. And he's not bitter about it. He's accepted that long ago. He just doesn't understand. Now he's 50 years old, and circumstances have forced him to retire. He's got millions, and he's the most miserable man in the world because he wants to work, not to make money, just to work, just to fight and take chances, because that great energy cannot be kept still. Now when he meets the girl, what girl? Oh, the one in the 5 and 10. Oh, to hell with her. What do you need her for? He's married long ago, and that's not the story at all. What he meets is a poor, struggling young man, and he envies this boy because the boy's great struggle is still ahead of him. But this boy, now that's the point, this boy doesn't want to struggle at all. He's a nice, able, likable kid, but he has no real driving desire for anything. He's been educated at several different jobs, and he's dropped them all. There's no passion to him, no goal. What he wants above all is security. He doesn't care what he does or how or who tells him to do it. He's never created anything. He's given nothing to the world, and he never will. But he wants security from the world, and he's liked by everybody, and he has everybody's sympathy. And there they are, the two men. Which one is right? Which one is good? Which one's got the truth? What happens when life brings them face to face? Oh, what a story. Don't you see? It's not just the two of them. It's more, much more. It's the whole tragedy of the world today. It's our greatest problem. It's the most important. Oh God. Do you think you can? Do you think you'll get away with it maybe? If you are very clever, if you disguise it so they'll think it's just a story about an old man, nothing very serious. I don't mind if they miss it. I hope they miss it. Let them think they are reading trash. If they'll only let me write it. I don't have to stress it. I don't have to have much of it, of what's good. I can hide it. I can apologize for it with a lot of human stuff about boats and women and swimming pools. They won't know. They'll let me. No, he said, they won't. Don't fool yourself. They are as good at it as you are. They know their kind of story just like you do yours. They might not even be able to explain it, what it is or where, but they will know. They'll always know what's theirs and what isn't. Besides, it's a controversial issue. The leftists won't like it. It'll antagonize a lot of people. What do you want a controversial issue for in a popular magazine story? No, go back to the beginning. Where he's a 5 and 10 tycoon. No, I can't. I can't waste it. I've got to use that story. I'll write it, but not now. I'll write it after I've written this one commercial piece. That'll be the first thing I'll write after I have money. That's worth waiting for.